Fuel or fail? Today, that is the question. Hey guys, welcome to Find the Adventure. My name is Heather, and today we are going to try out a fuel source. We just need a few things to try this out. We are going to need the isopropyl alcohol. We're going to need a can. We're actually probably going to try 2 different cans. We are going to need some of these scourers, scrubby things. These are from Dollar Tree, so they're only $1 and there's 3. So we're going to need 1 of these for each. And we're going to need some cotton. This is one of my daughter's old t-shirts. She was experimenting. She did a good job, but I ended up with the pieces, and this is going to be like a wick, and I'll show you exactly how that's going to work in just a minute. Okay, let's get out the scourers. 1 and 2. Alright, because this is alcohol, it is very flammable. Anytime we do any type of fuel source, please know, I guess as a disclaimer, be careful. You do not want to burn up everything around you. You don't want to start a fire in your home or in the woods where you're camping. So just be very careful. Use care when operating heavy equipment as well. Alright, so we want to be able to fit these into the can. As you can see, these fit really well. And as a precaution, just in case, I've never tried this before, we're going to put it on a cookie tray that I have lined with aluminum foil, just in case something gets out of control. So let's just hope it doesn't. I don't want to lose an eyebrow over this. I had a pair of tweezers around here somewhere. Well, I don't have it anymore, so let's try doing this without a pair of tweezers. We're going to thread this cotton through the middle of the scourer and just make a hole with your finger and stick it through. Now we're going to try it a couple different ways. That's why I have 2 cans. Here we go. That wasn't hard at all. Alright, we're going to try it actually with this one with just 1 wick. Stick it down inside there like that. And this one I'm going to put inside, but I'm going to put several wicks in here if I can fit them through this mesh, because I want to see which one will burn the most. The idea is, if we have a bunch of different wicks, maybe it will make my coffee in the morning faster. Okay, turns out I really did need a pair of tweezers. Now it was really easy for me to get it through the middle, but trying to get anything through the mesh on the sides was not. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you're going to want is coffee. Not necessarily scavenging for campfire wood or anything like that. Trying to start a fire with possibly damp wood because it's, all the dew outside. Not to mention if it rains. So this is a perfect alternative. You can get your coffee, you can enjoy it, and then you can make your campfire and just have a grand old time. So here's one. And we get a couple more of these little ones. And I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got all of these threaded through, and I've got to tell you, without the tweezers, that would be miserable. So if you're in a survival situation and you don't have something hard or something like a pair of tweezers to stick them through, you might just stick with putting one through the middle. But I had a pair of tweezers, and as you can see, not all of these are the same length. I don't know if it will make a difference. Again, I've never tried this before, but hey, I think this is going to be fun to give this a go. So what we're going to do is try to put the same amount of alcohol in both of these. This is what they look like right now. we're going to pour some rubbing alcohol in there. I'm going to put the same amount in each one, about 1/4 cup. Got 1/4 cup in there. And I'm going to make sure I get some on the actual cotton wick. Now you can use shoestrings if they're 100% cotton, or just whatever, I guess old towels if you want to cut them into strips. Just be aware, the smaller it is, the easier it is to get it through this mesh. And alright, so that's 1/4 cup for that one, and 1/4 cup for this one. Oops, I leaked. Oh well. Okay, so the moment of truth. Let's see how this goes. And then, if it works, if it is not a fail, if it truly is fuel, then we're going to try to boil some water. Alright, it's burning. I don't know if you can see it. See? So far, so good. It didn't explode or anything crazy like that. Alright. I've got, oh, this is hot. I've got all these little wicks going. I don't know if you can see it or not. I hope so. Maybe you can see it better if I put this black thing behind it. Okay, so it's burning. And yeah, all of the little wicks are going. Let's try something. I don't know how long it's going to burn, but so far it is a fuel and not a fail. So that's great. Just keep your hair away from it because you can't hardly see the flame, but I can feel the heat. So something good is happening. Coffee is possible at this time. For now though, I've already got mine, so we're going to boil some water. This one is lower, as you can see from the top, so I'm going to carefully, wow, that's hot. Supposed to be though. Okay, so I got them about the same distance here, and I'm going to put this little rack above it. Alright, it's close. Okay, I am going to try to boil some water. I'm not going to drink it, so I'm just going to use the same container as I measured out the alcohol with. We're going to put a cup in each one. Actually, this has a wider base, so I'm going to put it over this one. And this has a smaller base. I think that's still going. Yeah? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to boil my water. I might have to get them closer to the actual pans, but we'll see. Okay. I'm going to put... Ah! I found the tweezers! I had to go get an extra one. So, let's put a lid on these so they actually boil. And we'll just see. Yeah, I see flame on that. So, but this one's looking like it's gonna do business quicker. I actually brought something to elevate it. The closer it is to the bottom of the pot, the more heat is going to be on the bottom of the pot, obviously. So let's just give this a few minutes. It is, let's see if I can even see this thing out here. It is 3:25. So let's give this about 5 minutes and check back in on our pots to see if they're boiling yet. Okay, it's been 5 minutes and I'm going to check. No boiling. And no boiling. So, it looks to me like this. First of all, it doesn't look to me like this. It actually happened. This one has plenty of alcohol, it feels like, in there, but it keeps on blowing out, which I don't know what's up with that. So this water got a little bit warm, but not a whole lot happened. So it's a little breezy out here. Maybe like a windscreen would help, but this just isn't staying lit, which makes no sense to me because that one stayed lit. And it's wet from the alcohol. So, anywho, this one failed. Now this didn't boil, but the water did get warm. What I'm thinking is, if we elevate this higher so it's closer to the bottom of the can, we may be able to get this multi-wick stove here to actually boil. Now, if it can't boil water, it's of no use to me because without boiling water, I can't have my coffee. So I'm going to try this again. I'm going to go ahead, first of all, let's just try dumping this out. It's definitely burned out, so we're good there. I'm going to dump it out. Okay, so there was still liquid in there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try this again. I know that there's higher percentages of rubbing alcohol, and that might be a good idea too. This is a tuna can, by the way, and this is one of those little mushroom cans. So let's try this again with some elevation. And this really did burn. I mean, it went to town. It's interesting. You can see it didn't burn the cotton at all. So I really didn't know what to expect. I expected some type of charred cotton, and not so much. So this is going to go back under like that, and now it's a lot closer. I'm going to add some more. This is not going to be all that regulated because we already tried that. We have been there and done that. Now let's just see if we can boil some water, as I want to know if I can make coffee. And we're going to find out together. This one, I'm going to need to put the board on. So, let's see. Yeah. Okay, that works. You just had to switch them up a little bit. I'm going to add a little more alcohol to it because it burned a little bit. And I don't know. We'll give this another shot because it's kind of fun using fire responsibly. So let's do that. All right. Okay, this is going. Yeah, definitely it's going. It's just hard to see that unless it was dark outside. Okay, this one already has a lid. It's going to do the same thing again. But I'm going to put it on like this time because when I peeked at it a little bit ago before I brought you back, this was pretty hot from the flames. So this might actually help keep the flames from getting blown around so much. So let's give this another go, and let's do another 5 minutes. Yeah, okay, so it's 3:37. We'll see you in 5 minutes, and we'll see, give this another chance to be a fuel because it sure is easy. So I'd like it to be a winner. Either way, we're gonna find out. Okay, here's the moment of truth. As you can see, I'm in a different position, and this is why. These things don't work well without a screen. And so I've got these, I guess, aluminum cookie sheets from Dollar Tree. You get 2 for $1. And I've got them holding the wind back so it doesn't blow these out. Now, one thing I've found out that, well, I'll just show you really quick. It's boiling. Yes. All right. Now, when you take the lid off, it's not obvious, you know, it's not a very strong boil. and it goes away pretty quick. However, oh, I see it. Okay, anyway, I can make coffee with that. That is good. See all that nice steam coming off there? Oh yeah. Still keeping it warm. Around the edges you can see some bubbles. Happy bubbles. Alright. So while that's causing my water to steam, let me talk to you about this. Here's the thing. I found out really fast these were necessary. So they're cookie sheets from Dollar Tree. I was going to form them into a shield and probably will do that. Another thing I found out, well, you definitely need a lid. I mean, it's still simmering, and I can still hear it doing stuff, but it needs a lid. This had a lid. Hey, it fits. This had a lid, but it only got slightly warm because this kept blowing out. Now, I don't know why. I definitely feel warmth though. Maybe it's getting some residual warmth from these flames too. Anyway, if I wanted just something slightly warm to drink, this would be great. But unfortunately, I want hot coffee, and I am very disappointed that this with a single wick didn't work. So I'm so glad I tried it the other way. I thought, hey, what if you have more wicks? Would it do more? And yes, it does. So if I were trying it just this way, I'd say it was a fail for sure, and I would be really bummed. However, this actually works. It makes happy, steamy water for my coffee, which is excellent. Now, a lot of people use alcohol inside, and then they wouldn't need a windshield. However, if you're using any fire source inside, please be sure you have proper ventilation, carbon monoxide detector, and you're just extremely careful. I guess I couldn't really recommend anybody doing that, but in a disaster situation, people have to make do with what they have. And our area suffered under Hurricane Florence last year, and we were inundated with rain for days. There was no way, we had no electricity, and there was no way to cook our food, and something like this would have been very handy. But the last thing you want to do is burn your house down after you've been hit by a hurricane. So please, anybody who uses this outside, inside, anywhere, just be super careful, because I mean, there's totally flames coming out from around this, and it's doing a super great job. So yeah, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. All right, so I know that on a crisp fall morning, when I roll out of my sleeping bag and pop this on and start cooking with it, within about 10 to 12 minutes, I will have boiling water for my coffee, and I will be a very happy camper. So I will say, with the multiple wicks, like, that's super hot. Anyway, like this one, I'd say it's definitely fuel. One wick, I don't know, might have to try it again, but right now I'd say this one's a fail, this one is fuel. So I'm so glad you guys stuck around and watched till the end. I'm super excited about this fuel and bail series. It's so much fun to try out these things with you, and I'm just super glad I haven't lost an eyebrow. So it's all good. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed hanging out with me today, and subscribe to our channel, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.